So, ladies and gents, how are we all doing today? I'm doing pretty well. I've got my machine. Currently got my. I think I need some coffee or something to eat. Realistically, I've got everything working anyway. So what I've actually ended up doing is putting water cooling into my workshop PC, mainly because I was having a lot of issues with just lag and other stuff happening while I was doing certain stuff when I was doing streams online. In particular, when I was doing streams. Mainly on just a combination of different things. Like this included Twitch as well and a few other streaming sites. So what I've ended up doing so far, I've got the new camera angles. I've added some water cooling, which has significantly decreased my temperatures, as you may be able to see from this current indicator, which it's 47 at the moment. So the core packet temperature is 31 degrees, my maximum temperature is 47 degrees, and I'm currently streaming and doing a bunch of stuff at the same time. So it's actually pretty awesome that this is working out the way I expected, because the CPU is performing a lot better without as much excess heat and stuff like that going through it. So it was kind of the thing that I was going for. What happened to my desktop? Oh, there's my desktop. Never mind. So yeah, the temperatures have been a lot better. They've been a lot easier to deal with, and not just that, it's looking a lot better. Things seem to be working a lot better too. Can't complain too much. I've got like 3 different fucking camera angles now, and I've got a I've installed the new water cooling into the workshop PC, so now the workshop PC doesn't have to worry about temperatures and issues with temperature. I'm hoping that to add water cooling to my PC at some point, which won't be until I get some more cable Velcro straps. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But pretty much everything is working for the most part, which is the main thing. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be able to come out to my workshop. I wanted to not sweat in the freaking heat and everything else and all the other stuff and everything else, and having a few different camera angles I can work with, basically. So that's pretty much the premise of this whole thing. So yeah. Oh, let's see. Just grab my ashtray if I can find it. There it is. Is that it? Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the end result of everything. I now have 3 different camera angles. I can do heaps of live streams out here now because I have water cooling on the computer. And I have air conditioning out here, which is fantastic as well, because then I don't have to fucking boil to death every time I come out here to fix a computer, basically. Which was the rather most frustrating part, because I initially thought the reason I couldn't get air conditioning out here is because my nephew had lost the plug off the air conditioning in the garage, but he hadn't lost the plug apparently. No, he had not. He was just doing a makeshift thing for himself. So, yeah. How little did I realise this. If I'd realised this, it would have been nice if I'd known, but oh well. But yeah, not too bad overall. I can't complain too much. I could complain. Actually, no, I'm not going to complain, because there's a lot of stuff that's been falling into place for me. I mean, everything works now at the moment, which is the main thing. This is functioning the way I expect it to function. For the most part, everything's working the way I expect it to. I should be able to do live streams and stuff now with 3 different angles. And that should be awesome for just basically doing any type of stuff related to any type of work I do on here anyway. So it's good now. I've got 3 different angles. I've got 3 different angles which are on my main desktop as well. I've got that set up. I've got the 3 different angles I can choose from depending on where I'm working from. So if I'm working on my workbench, I can just switch the angle simply by going into here and switching the angle. So this angle is just over the top of my workbench. It's pretty much over the top. You can see most of the things I get up to and things I fix. I have 3 different angles as well. Obviously, face cam over sitting above the workbench, and then you've got the one directly over the workbench. I don't know. I mean, I could probably set up some more cameras, but I'll see. Depends. Well, I'll work it out. It's not a big problem. What else we got here? So yeah, everything's working. This is actually what I wanted, and not just that. I've now got water cooling in my workbench PC, which is fantastic. That's awesome to see that that's actually happening now. I now have air conditioning in this place, which is fucking better than what I had before. Which was no fucking air conditioning, where I sweltered my ass off all fucking day. That was rather frustrating. But no, water cooling's working really well. My temperatures are 30 degrees at the moment on my CPU, and everything else is pretty cool as well, so that's pretty awesome. Just feeling the back of the PC, it doesn't feel that hot either, which is fantastic. And it's running a lot better too. Like, no, this 6 core is running a lot better now that I've swapped out the casual cooling that I had, which was just basically a basic CPU cooler that I had. But yeah, it's a lot more fun to come out to the workshop and do stuff. I can fix stuff pretty easily. I don't sweat my ass off at the same time. And things aren't, yeah, basically just things are a lot better. But I do have some components. So I've also worked out that for some reason I need a 120mm radiator for the AMD heatsink. For the new build I'm going to be doing, I need a 120mm radiator. And I'm like, fuck. Now I have to buy a 120mm radiator and a new motherboard. Because I used the 120mm on this one, which I thought was a better idea, to be honest, to use it on this, because I get a much better streaming experience and stuff like that if I was doing builds and stuff like that. So it's just generally going to be a better streaming experience for everybody and just for me and stuff and things like that. So yeah. Can't complain too much. Everything's working. All the camera angles are working. You know, it's not perfect, but it works, which is the main thing. I admit I have duct taped the camera to the other side. So like, that's something I've done. I've duct taped the camera over here, up here. I've duct taped the camera up here. But you know, all I'm really concerned about is the main thing is that it stays up there and it works the way I expect it to. What else have we got here? Now these screws here, I took these out of the motherboard, so I'll probably get some more motherboard screws. I'll probably put these back in here. These are just random screws that I took out of some stuff, and we'll just put these in here. That way, if I want them, I can just get them anytime. I'll just put them back in here so they're not cluttering up my desk and stuff. That is a little rubber grommet, which I don't really need. So that was just for water cooling on the other on my other case there. Put that back on there. Grab my thermal paste. This little bracket here can go there because that's for that other case. That can go back in here, and that can go back in here. And this tape can go over here. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna. At this point in time, I'm thinking that what I might end up doing is I'm definitely going to rebuild that machine, but I don't know. I'm thinking about using that case, but the problem is if I use that case, I can't. The main issue is I need a 120mm radiator. I don't have any more 120mm radiators. I only have a 140mm radiator, unfortunately. And that's just a cause and effect of reality. It's just, I can't avoid it, but I'm just going to put this stuff back in here. Go over here. This stuff, which is just random cables, I'm just going to whack these in here. These are cable ties, sort of used anyway. This is a old heat sink which I might just clean off. Where did I put the cap for that? Where the fuck did I put the cap? Put the cap somewhere. Go over here. Right. Here. bunch of screws and everything else here. What I might do is I'll leave these here. These screws, right. Bunch of screws in. These ones I'm just going to put back in here. So I have to go back on there and these screws on the other hand I'll keep here because they're for they're specifically for stuff. Let's see. Set of screws at the same time. And that is, what is that? That's a Bunnings isopropyl alcohol receipt, which I don't really need. So the next project on the horizon is getting water cooling onto my PC, which won't be done until I get some more cable Velcro straps. I'm buying some more Velcro straps and stuff like that, and hopefully that should help me clean up my PC a bit more, and we'll see what happens. Depending on the situation, of course. Depending on the situation, of course, I'm hoping that with those Velcro straps and everything else, I should be able to do some more cable management on my system and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of screws here. Put these over here. Move these over. What I'm thinking about doing, so I need to clean that off, but unfortunately, I don't know where the cap went for it. The cap's probably dropped on the floor somewhere, knowing my luck. Yeah, I'd say so. So let me just grab a paper towel and clean off. Where's the paper towels gone? Fucking had the paper towel like 5 minutes. Oh, there it is. It's on the ground, never mind. Just gonna rub the heatsink off a bit. Isopropyl alcohol. Rub the top of that. Should get rid of most of the stuff. So So that looks like that's pretty clean. That should be, that's going to keep that as a spare heat sink. Put it over here with the other heat sinks at the same time. That's a screw which can go in here. Just going to move that stuff around. Trying to chuck that away because that's just rubbish. Some plastic bottles and stuff here, so I'm just going to get rid of those. Chuck that in the bin as well. I'm using one of these things over here as a bit of a bin bag. I have a couple of coffee cups out here, which I need to take back inside, to be honest. I believe those are coffee cups that I should take back inside, which I might do now. I'll just take those back inside. But I'm just testing out to see how well the streaming works and everything else on this at the moment. Got some duct tape here. So what I might do is I'll take these inside. I'm just going to plug my phone into charge out here. temporarily. And there we go. Charge my phone at the same time. Just going to take these inside. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Alright. There we go. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so that's good. Everything's working the way it's expected to, which is awesome. For the most part, everything's not crapping up on itself and dying, which is the main part of what I wanted to check. At the same time, I just want to make sure everything was working properly. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm not doing too, man. I'm not doing too bad, Mr. Harris. Not too bad at all. Sorry, I'm just mucking around with shit. So. Okay. That's alright. I'm back. So it seems to be working, which is the main thing. It's good. We've got all the angles covered.
I am going on a break.
Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that was pretty good. Everything seems to be working, which is the main thing. I think I'm pretty happy with the way that this seems to be working out for me so far. So all the different settings and stuff, and I've got all the different camera angles now. And I think this is I'm probably going to give it a bit of a proper test. Probably on, I'd say, the thing I'd be testing it on most likely would be, what's the name of the place? Twitch, most likely, either Twitch or possibly other platforms, we'll see. But this, as I said, basically at this point in time, though, I'm testing it mainly on here just to see how well it works, you know, so... Okay, so drop frames, service received, video signal, service started, change from preview to live. Okay, alright, so there's actually been no errors. That's good, so there's no errors in the stream. It's awesome to know. That is awesome. You know, so it's doing a lot better than it was originally. I actually need to go to the pisser. I need to go to the toilet. I'll be right back. Be right back temporarily. I need to go to the piss house, so Do you give me a second? Oh, fucking miss. Where are they? Alright. All good. All good.
Yeah, we're doing a 24-hour charity stream coming up on the 18th, 9 p.m. PST.
Show me not at my chair. Okay, I just walked in the door.
Very. So. They're doing a 24-hour stream too. Well, thank you, Esther Shahab, for contribution. What's the charity goal? I'm really hoping to double what it is now.
So I'm kind of charging my phone at the moment. At the same time, I'm enjoying being in the workshop. I'm enjoying much more being in the workshop than I used to, because every time I came out here, I used to sweat my ass off, and not just that, it was really hot all the time. So I'm definitely enjoying being in the workshop more. Basically, the reason for that is that it's now much cooler in here. I have an air conditioner down the back of the workshop. It pumps cool air into the place, and basically now I'm a lot cooler than I was originally, because I was always sweating my ass off in here constantly. Yeah, things have been pretty good. I still have to fix up my computer and do the work cooling on it, but that's about it, really.
If I need to take a nap, make very clear TV. I've done many 24 hours.
But the main thing is, I've got my workshop looking a lot better, and not just that. I've got 3 camera angles I'm working with now. So that's pretty awesome. It's all pretty good, actually. It's good to honestly have that. So we'll see what happens anyway. Hopefully this will be good for streaming builds and stuff, and being able to build PCs and things like that. So. Hey Stephanie, how you doing? How's things? I'm not doing too bad myself. I've pretty much set this whole entire place to set up this whole entire place to be pretty much a camera show, in essence.
But you know how it goes,
Just
so
saw
they get too
the rest of
ready.
it anyway. So I've got my desktop capture, which has random stuff on my desktop, for example, or stuff that I'm working on. So I've got that working there. Then I've got my workbench cam that sits over the top there. Then I've got this camera, which sits right over the top of my workbench, which is just for working on computers and fixing and doing stuff and everything else. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy. And they're at all angles, which just covers everything. So, yeah. Pretty happy with the end result of it, actually. And then we got back to the face cam, which is the main
Jane,
one.
I love your website actually.
Yeah.
The problem, okay, so basically the hardest part for me was finding a design.
I reckon it looks pretty good.
Yours, which is
I
why
can't argue with that too much. And I got the 3 different camera angles on my desktop as well, in case people want to see what I'm doing. While I'm looking stuff up on Google or looking stuff up on eBay or something.
Me? You're the sweet one, Jane. I'm actually gonna play this game straight up macro. Ready? I keep trying to two-base push these people, but I keep holding. We are way ahead. So is anybody see how making this subs about? Unfortunately, Tumbledon, I think the only way is to gift us up and have the Charlie show
Yeah,
up.
there
Unless
we go.
anyone else in chat
All
knows
good.
something, right?
All fun and games.
I currently, I don't know of any other way.
It's all looking pretty good too, so
So just
that's
gift
the
it
main
up
thing.
to a random person in the chat, so it comes up
I
with
don't
a
argue with that
chat.
too much. I've ended up putting water cooling in my computer as well, in this computer,
A vote for silence.
in my workbench computer, and the temperatures are pretty much what I should expect for this system.
Oh, I always thought
Which
that
they
that
are
showed,
33 degrees at the moment.
only the amount present.
So yeah, my
Exactly.
temperatures are 31 degrees,
Ooh.
47 for the
Oh,
CPU
holy
sockets,
smokes, Tumbledon, you're amazing,
and
dude. Of how incredible you are.
yeah, 32 degrees.
Thank you so much.
What do you call it? 31 degrees for the CPU, which is good. It's pretty damn good. Pretty impressive with most of these temperatures. Top of that seems to be keeping everything else cool, which is the main thing.
You're so cute.
Um,
Don't ever. I don't want anyone to ever worry about that. You know what I mean? There's definitely other ways to support the stream other than monetary value. Not everyone is in the financial position to support monetarily. I completely understand that. So I don't treat them differently just because they can't drop a bunch of subs. You're
very
always
good.
appreciated, right? That's part of the community.
So, what else am I doing with this? At the moment, I'm just running around testing everything, making sure everything's working. I've stripped out some parts from the computer, from the parts that I had left over. So I've got a CPU, 8-core CPU, 2 sticks of RAM, 16 gigabytes, video card, DVD burner, hard drive, SSD, and those are pretty much all the components I need to put the system together, except for a motherboard and another water cooling unit, because the water cooling unit I have does not fit at all. It does not fit. It's fucking frustrating, but yeah. Oh well. I can't do much about it at this point, so. What else we got here? It looks really good. I'm pretty impressed with how I've set this up. It's pretty good though. Yeah, the temperatures are good. The motherboard temperatures are good. System in is good. Auxiliary temperatures are good. It's clocking up to a nice speed. The CPU is clocking up to a nice speed, which is good. using a lot of power in the CPU at the moment, but I'm using a lot of percentages in the CPU at the moment, so that's pretty good. Just shows you that I've got everything working correctly.
Hey, the little puppy.
The temperatures are looking pretty fantastic at this point,
What's the 200
since I put the water cooling in. So my water cooling is looking good. So
I like it when you say hi to me too.
let's see, 31 degrees. And the other temperatures are of no concern. They're all pretty good. They all look pretty good. CPU in 34 degrees, 47 degrees. That auxiliary one there is fine because it's just, I think it's related to the VRMs on the motherboard. But it's still working a lot better. It's working a lot better than it was originally, and not just that, I'm getting a lot more throughput, I guess. My CPU is clocking up pretty well as well. So it's clocking up pretty nicely. Its minimum specs are going down and up, so that's good. It's keeping a consistent speed, which is the main thing. GPU is pretty good. It's 49 degrees, which is a good temperature. SSD's good. Hard drive's good. Yeah, all good. So I can't complain there. No big complaints there. All good. Which is the main thing. Switch back to my all angles option. And the all angles option is pretty awesome too. Like I said, I love this. It's just got everything here. I've got, including the advertising for my business and everything else and stuff like that. So I got that going as well. Over the top. That's for when I'm repairing machines or fixing machines. So basically, if I do have something on the bench, or if I bring something over on the bench, for example, I'll just move this aside a bit. Put a bit of light in there. I'll just move this over for a second. I'll pull a random thing up here. So say for example I've got this I'm working on, which I've stripped virtually everything I can out of it. Yeah, I've stripped pretty much everything I can strip out of this at this point. But it's more of an overhead view so you can actually see what I'm doing, or some of the stuff I get up to. So this computer I'm going to use as a basic office computer. I'm probably not going to use it as a I'm going to resell this. I'm going to resell it as a basic office computer, but I need to get some more hard drives. I'm going to see if maybe I can find another option for it, but I think that should be alright for now. Now this one is the one that I stripped a percentage of parts out of. So let's see. I might just take this off. I'll just take that off, and I might take that CD-ROM out. Just out of curiosity. Put a little more room and stuff in there. So, a couple of screws, one or two screws in there. I'll just grab my screwdriver. Take this out. Push that out. So that's an extra drive that I'm going to have. That is an LG DVD burner, I assume. So that's another extra item that I got there as well. The power supply, I'm not so sure whether I should take it out. See, I'm thinking about reusing this case because I want to reuse it because I mean, I could go ahead and buy a new case, I guess, but or something. Possibly get a second-hand case, maybe. But I'd say that I'm going to reuse this case because it's not a bad case by any means. It's not a shit case. Just it's just the fact that I have to work out because the radiator on this will only fit a 120mm fan, unfortunately. And I can't use anything but a 120mm, so I need a 120mm radiator to put in here. So that's the problem. I need a 120mm radiator to put in there, unfortunately. So it's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. I'm going to have to hunt around and see if I can find a 120mm radiator somewhere. I mean, they're not overly expensive, but I think brand new they're about 80 or 90 bucks or something, realistically, by the time it's all said and done. So, yeah. I'll see. Solid. But it's all good. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I should be able to get a 120mm radiator reasonably cheap. But while I'm at it, I might just check eBay. Just check eBay for a second. 120mm rad.
Wait a second. I thought he cancelled that CC. How many CCs this guy
AIO. I'll chuck that on screen in a minute. 2 seconds. If I can just get back to my screen. There we go. So I'm just going to have a look and see how much these are going for. So 120mm fans, water cooling unit is $82. So I need to get a water cooling unit. I mean, I can get it for less than $82, that'd be awesome, but I doubt I will be able to get it for less than that. $118. Yeah. I think $80 is about the cheapest I'm probably going to get something brand new. So look. Yep. I'm not going to get that any cheaper at this point. Yeah, I don't see it being any cheaper, realistically. Yep. I'm probably gonna have to get that one, I'd say. So I'll keep that on my watch list. Add to watch list. So I'm gonna keep that on my watch list, and I mean, I doubt I'd be able to get anything cheaper than that. I think last time the cheapest I was looking around before, the cheapest you could get these was $79 or something, I think it was. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying that I have to buy a new one, but yeah. So the two things that I've marked off on my list at this point is a new motherboard. Oh, sorry, not a new, a reconditioned motherboard and a new water cooling unit. That's probably the cheapest I'm going to get something like that. I'm just trying to think if there's anywhere else I could probably go. I don't think I'm going to get a better price than that. Let me have a quick squeeze and just have a look at some PC case gear. Scorp. Tech. Let me have a look at Scorp Tech for a second and see what they've got. I doubt they have anything. So we want water cooling. Cooling, CPU, call center, CPU cooling. $99. 89. Okay, that's interesting. $89. Not really worth it. So I guess hold on a second. Let me get some other ones up on the screen as well. Try www.pc. PC case gear. And the other place I wanted to try was M-Wave. M-Wave. Yeah. Right. M-Wave.
Good job, me.
I'd say M-Wave would be my best bets. I mean, M-Wave, PC case gear. I've already looked on here, so I know how much those are going for. So the other thing too is PC water cooling. So what do we? Nope. So I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked air by accident. Come on, click on there. There we go. So let's have a look in and just see what we can see here.
This isn't the real song. They replace all the names with the word sex. It's a
So
whole
what do we
word.
want? 120mm fans.
The whole part of the bill.
Don't want RBG. Could give a shit less about RBG, so I'm not concerned about that. Let's have a look. Oh, 75. That's not bad. That's 75, but there's you got to add $15 postage to it.
What do you think I know who requested it? You're on the blacklist.
Yeah, I'd say. Okay, so 75 is not too bad. 35,
Fire!
99. So 75, that's not bad.
Hashtag hash.
Well, water cooling on here as well. Water cooling. So what do we want?
I wish I could ban it.
Radiators, water blocks. Yeah, what do we want? Liquid coolers. That's what I'm after. 75 again. 75 for the same thing. So that's interesting. I think that's about as cheap as I think that's about as cheap as I'm gonna honestly get it. Truthfully.
Is there
That
swearing in
one's
the clip logic?
79.
I hate when I click on clips.
It's another one that's
when I
okay.
like streamers that I don't watch.
79.
Drop it in.
99, 79, another one for 79, that's Silverstone. Interesting. So how much are they selling water coolers for? Let's see. Yeah, I always do a comparison of prices anyway. So let's have a look. Custom, no, we don't want custom, we want
Really good fire.
cooling kits. Only one water coolers, there we go. That's
Other
what
than
I
the
want.
whole flatter session.
And 89, 75, same thing, 75. So 75 for the same thing.
Not really.
So I wonder if I searched that one on eBay, how much it would come up for.
Oh,
Just search it properly. I'll just make sure that I'm not missing any that are relevant to me.
well, an
80,
85
90, 87,
that laughter.
98, 150, 97, 79. Okay, so 79 with free postage. Alright, that's pretty good. I'll keep an eye on that one. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna... Yeah, fuck it. I'll mark that one off. We'll just go into here and... go into it. That's watch list. And I can get it for 75. Ha! You pay only 75. Unfortunately, I still have to get a motherboard, so the motherboard's going to cost me probably about 80 bucks, 90 bucks, 100 bucks, depending on where I buy it. I'm trying to see if I can get one from locally. If I can source one locally, that'd be awesome. That's from a place that does secondhand components and stuff like that, so that'd be pretty fun to do. So yeah, that's alright, that's good. Any other cheaper prices are relevant to me? 25, 82, 100. These are going into the hundreds, 200s. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. 139, Jesus. Fuck me. Oh, this pricing is ridiculous. Well, some of it is anyway. Ah, 73. I know, but that's $13 postage added on top. Alright, so now I want to do that. No, that won't work. So...
He's really good at team games, though.
Yeah, I can't see any more comparative pricing that I could go with. I've compared them. They're probably about $15 postage for something like that. I've compared them, which is probably about the same, $15 postage maybe, roughly. I think they're about $15 or $20 postage, so depending on the situation, I think it's probably about $15. Probably about $15 postage. So 15. These are each of these companies would charge $15 postage. If I just want to go normal postage, or with no postage, practically no postage at all, I'm probably better off going with this one for $79 because I can get it for $75. Because I've got an eBay voucher, so that's a plus side. So I get a couple of dollars off it, which is good. Yeah, 5% off with coupon. So you're 5% off. Some of these are pretty good with the coupons, are pretty good pricing. So by the time I get that off, that's pretty good. Yeah. So I'd say, I mean, I could look on Google, I guess, if I really wanted to, but these are the three main sort of PC places you check. There are other places. There's this, and I think there's Sky Computers or Sky Comp or something like that. There's a couple other places, new places I've been going to, which have other deals as well. I've used, which one did I use? Sydney Tech I never really got into. Wireless one. Some of these places on here are good. The Computer Alliance ones and the other ones and everything else, they're not too bad. There's a couple other places I guess I could try, but yeah, I'm not sure. That's 6% off. Did I say 6% off on that one? How much could I get that one for? $73. Do I get anything off it? No. No, there's no coupon code. No, fuck that. If there's no coupon code, no point. Because it's going to cost me more than the other one. I'd say that's probably the cheapest. That one right there. That's probably my cheapest one that I can get. Because I can get it for $75 something. And that's with postage. Because it's free postage and everything else. And free returns as well. So that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. Let's apply. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating. I don't know. As I said, I've been enjoying spending more time in the workshop lately in comparison to what I was before, because when I wasn't spending time in the workshop was kind of frustrating. Not being able to... Not being productive was actually the most frustrating thing, because I couldn't really do much out here because it was so fucking hot out here. But I have aircon in here, which is fantastic. I have aircon that I can deal with. I can now fucking not sweat my ass off every time I come out here to fix a computer or build a computer or do anything with repairs. What else? So that's pretty good. The pricing is not too bad on these, so I won't complain about that. I've already marked a few off on my eBay list at the same time, so that's good. So we'll just click out of that. Go back to my... There we go. Go back to my all angles, I guess. There's my all angles. All my angles. Angles of the dangles. But yeah. What else is there? Oh, that's pretty good. No, look, everything's been good. I got this new camera angle, which I have a third camera now. I only had two to begin with. I only had two cameras to begin with, but now that I've got at least two different angles for people to choose from, I got multiple angle options as well. I got my desktop, which has the multiple angles at the same time, and it has my stuff on there. Actually, the only thing I haven't put on there is my see anything I haven't put on there. Hold on a second. Just realised this. Paste. Paste duplicate. Where are we? Paste duplicate, and we just move it over a little bit to the middle. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go, that's better. Move that over a bit to the middle. And there we go. Very nice indeed. There we go. That's good. Perfection. There we go. Yep, awesome. Very good. Very good indeed. I prefer this multiple angle option because it just shows me what shows some of the stuff I get up to and things like that. So, like I said, at this point in time though, I'm doing a lot of different things. I've stripped down some machines and I've got a bunch of parts here that are still in work in progress. I've got a couple of gaming RAM sticks that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using most of these parts. So this, well, pretty much all of these. This is a AMD FX 8350. I'm going to be putting this into a gaming machine I'm going to be building. We've got 2 RAM sticks, graphics card, a hard drive, an SSD, and a couple of DVD burners as well. I think that's about it, really. I haven't got much else. Oh, and obviously I'm going to try and reuse the case that I've got over here, which it does work. It's just that actually I don't work out where the side panels went for this because vanished. Where are the side panels for this? There's 2 side panels there. Where has Jacob put those side panels? He's chucked them somewhere. Or maybe I put them somewhere. Ah, here they are. Yep. Here we go. Here's the 2 side panels in question. I was wondering where the fuck they were. So I've got 2 side panels for the other ones anyway. Got a fan on there anyway. But so now I've got 2 cases with side panels and everything else and all the other stuff I need. And I've got all the other stuff I need to do for it anyway. But let me just move some shit aside. Back panel out. I might keep this back panel, even though I don't use them all the time. But occasionally, you get stuck and you can't find a back panel. It's always easy to have back panels around. But I've got pretty much 2 at this point. At this point in the corner of the room, I've got 2 cases. One has a basic office PC components in it, and the other one has a power supply in it, which is 650 watts. It's a gaming power supply more than anything else. What I want to do with that, and pretty much my whole entire option at this point, is I'm going to rebuild into this case. This is the case in any case. This is the case in any case. I might be rhyming too much. So this is what I'm going to be using. I've got a power supply in there which is a VS Corsair 650 watt. I'm going to be using that for the base of the gaming machine I'm going to be building. I need to buy a 120mm radiator / AIO unit, and this is the side of the case and everything else. This is the sides of the case. I'll put those down anyway. But at this point, I do want to rebuild into this case. I'd say the standoffs and everything else are fine. They're in there. It's perfectly fine with those standoffs that are in there. I would like, hopefully, to get. So I need to get a new motherboard, 120mm AIO units, and I should be able to build the entire machine. It shouldn't be a problem. I've pretty much got every component I need, practically. Well, 2 sets of. We've got some RAM, CPU, 2 hard drives. One's an SSD. One's a normal mechanical hard drive, which is only 160 gigabytes, but that's either here or there. It's going to be not going to be the most fanciest machine, but it'll work and it'll play games. So that's the main thing. I've got a DVD burner. I've got a graphics card here at the same time. Move some of that shit over. Just move that over. That's the graphics card and everything else there. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but you can probably see all the components anyway. So I've got CPU, RAM, 2 hard drives, DVD burner, and graphics card. So that's pretty much what I need to build a system, except for the motherboard and a water cooling unit, which is going to go in here. And then I've got the power supply down here. You should see the cables, but it's down here. It's pretty much down here. I haven't taken it out, I guess, because I don't see the point in taking it out at this point. I really don't see the point. Yeah, I mean, I could take it out, I guess, just so I can count all the components together, I guess, but I don't know. I don't. It seems a bit pointless taking it out if it's gonna go in there anyway. And the cable management stuff, I can muck around with that anyway in the case, regardless. So it's not a big problem. There's always screw holes and stuff, so there is screw holes in here so I can screw stuff in and everything else. But pretty much this entire build, once I get all the components together, should be fine. But I've got most of them. SSD, mechanical hard drive. This is 160 gigs, so it's not a massive hard drive, but it'll have a bit of storage space for whoever ends up buying it. Is there anything else that think of offhand that I really need for it? Not at this point, no. Just those two things, and I should be right. I should be able to build a machine out of that. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, it's just so we're abundantly clear. I'll give you a close-up view of what I've actually got. So those are the components I've got right there. It's probably not as clear as it could be, so I'll just move a little bit closer. There we go. Turn the light up a little bit, so you can probably see what's there. Graphics card, CD-ROM, everything else. Those are the main components of what I needed to be able to build a machine. So I've got most of them. I just need a bloody motherboard, and motherboard's going to probably cost me the most. Even though it's second hand. Sorry, I had to grab some water. That's better. Okay, so yeah, I've pretty much got everything I need in it. It's just the main sort of, I'd say, the main annoying components, which I'm looking at probably. Oh, what the fuck did I open that for? That's not what I wanted to open. Let me just grab up my screen. So the main thing I was probably going for is I looked into motherboards and the cost of motherboards. The cheapest I could find second hand So the cheapest I can find is $75 for a water cooler. A board second hand, if I buy it second hand, is $80, but I don't know how much postage is going to cost on that. So that's kind of the annoying part. I'd probably have to calculate it. So this is something I was looking at earlier. Ah, shit. If I can just get this fucking thing to move. Where the fuck do I go? Webcam capture display device. There we go. I'm looking at this, and it's reconditioned or secondhand. It works, and the seller's got a pretty good rating. So I'm like, well, okay, it might not be a bad idea to get that. It should suit my board pretty well. It should suit my CPU pretty well. I don't see it having a problem because it is a 970 Extreme 3 Revision 2 socket AM3B. So it's probably one of the second revisions of some of the other sockets anyway. But it goes back. The good thing about AMD is it's pretty much backwards compatible most of the time. It's some older stuff anyway. Not that CPU is old or anything like that. It's more new. But if you actually look at it, it's also written on there too. If you look on the actual pictures, it says 8-core support. So as long as it has 8-core support, that's the main thing. I don't think it should have too much trouble. Got RAM slots right there, which I'm going to put 2 sticks of RAM in, which it's still a work in progress. But so we're going to put some RAM in there. We'll put the video card in there and everything else, and then we'll just get it booted up and everything. I'll probably change the BIOS battery on it as well, just so if there may be any issues with the BIOS battery, I might, regardless, it might just be an idea to change it. What else? I'd say that's going to be the board that I'm going to go for. Now the other thing, that's second hand. Now if I buy it brand new, because apparently there is some brand new ones. Apparently there's a brand new one right here, which is $144. So I'd be up for a much higher cost. The thing is, I'm just not sure whether I'm going to go for that option or whether I'm going to go. Whether I'm going to go brand new or whether I'm going to go second hand. I mean, second hand always has risks inherently. If a problem goes wrong, if something goes wrong with it within a certain time parameter, you may not be able to get your money back on it. I know with the second hand board that it has 30 days warranty, which is standard what I give on my second hand components when I sell them through eBay myself. So I think I should be okay. I'll run it for its tests anyway, so it's not a big issue. But yeah. It just kind of got me whether I'm going to buy it new or whether I'm going to buy it second hand, and I just don't know which one I'm going for. But I do have almost all the components I need. It's just two things I've got to pick up at some point. Depends on when I have the cash flow, of course, But we'll see what happens in the meantime. And hopefully I should be able to make $500-600 on that PC. I'd say $500-600 should be a reasonable amount, but by the time of the money I put into it, I should be able to make at least that, reselling it, as a full gaming system. Yeah, at least $500 or $600. Yeah, I'd say at least. Depends on where I sell it though. Some people want things preferably cheap, but minimum $400. Minimum $400. I'll put like $500-600 on it. I'll probably put like $600 on it. And if I don't end up selling it for $600, I'll just bring it down to $400. Because I mean, inherently, the components aren't bad or anything. There's nothing wrong with them, but so. And they're perfectly good match for what they need to do. I mean, I'm running everything that I'm doing right now on a 6-core, an old 6-core from AMD as well. AMD FX 6300. So I'm running all my streaming stuff and everything else and stuff like that on that. So I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do it on an 8300. But yeah, A few other things that I may be interested in the future that I maybe want to obtain is maybe a kit like this to upgrade my workbench computer. So the latest architecture, maybe. But that's here nor there. That's probably later. So that'd cost me about $500. Realistically, these days, if I want to upgrade it to the new stuff. These are just some things I'm interested in purchasing at some point. What else have we got here? That's an old board. Oh, that's 117. Oh, that's 117. Yeah, right. Some other stuff as well. Lens kits. Yeah, that's something I think I was going to buy for my camera, realistically. Actually, no, that was to go with a camera that I saw as well. So, yeah, that was something I was going to buy at some point too. We'll see what happens anyway. I think in the meantime, yeah, should be fine. What is that? It's an AM3 board as well. I'm just not sure whether I buy that one because I don't know whether it's actually suited for that CPU. It's out of stock anyway, so I'll just delete that. Delete that. So yeah, that's another one I wouldn't mind buying either. That one looks pretty good. That's $490, and that comes with 8 gigabytes of memory, the CPU, and a motherboard. So that's enough to get me put together and do stuff on a computer if I need to. I wouldn't mind it eventually getting up I want to pick up a new backup 2 terabyte backup drive at some point, and possibly an SSD, an Evo SSD. M.2 because it's a lot faster than my current SSD on my computer, so I want to get something like that. As can go below that. I've already got a fair amount of that at the moment. And where did I end up? Oh yeah, a couple of 3 terabyte drives. I think it was 2 or just 1. It might have been the 1. I want to pick up another 3 terabyte drive for myself at some point, which is 137, so that's not too bad. Oh, and that's, no. I was actually like, where the hell? I added the damn thing, but it's not here. I added a fucking, there's another one. Why isn't it added to my watch list? That fucking one is, but I don't want that one added to my watch list. I didn't want to get 2 of them. Well, I could get 2, but seriously? Why is that added to my watch list? The other one isn't. Google Home Nest. Did I not add that? What the fuck is that? I want to get another smart speaker actually. Why is that not added? Sorry, there's one for $49 and I want to add the cunt, but it didn't add the damn thing. Oh. It's Google Home Mini. I want the Nest one because the Nest one's more advanced. It's actually newer, so I was thinking, why not? 32. What? $32? Are you kidding me? What? Oh. Okay, never mind. It's not Byte now. I was like, wow, that's cheap for a Nest. $21, $49.95. Oh, where the fuck is it? There's one for $49. There it is. Is that it? That's not it. That's the Google Home Mini. Google. I want the more advanced one. So Google. Didn't spell that properly, did I? Google Nest Mini. Let's try that. Okay, it's 54. Oh, there we go. That's the one. That's what I wanted. Why are you not on my? Why the fuck are you not on my watch list? I added you before. I know I fucking did. Unless I didn't add you. So you added now, aren't you? Added to your watch list. Awesome. Thinking about picking one of those up. I'm going to pick one up for my room, so just so I can talk to Google, and I don't have to have my door open all the time. Don't mind doing it on my phone, but it's just good to have the speaker there as well. Yeah, that's fine. Awesome. Brand new condition, brand new sent from Australia standard post. Alright, that's fine. All the ones anyway. So what are these? Free shipping, $14.95. I think they're phasing out because the Nest is the newest one. So, oh, 45. Oh, fuck me sideways. What do you got? How many comments you got? 720, 172. See if you've sold anything recently. Oh, yes, you have. Sold quite a few things, actually. Comments, no negatives, so that's good. Okay, I might add to watch list as well. There we go. As that to watch list is, can I get a discount on it? Nope. No discounts. That's right. Figures. Okay. 39, 79. I've already got one of those. No. 39.99 plus $10 postage, so that's still $49. So yeah, that's still the same. Sponsored items. That's about it, really. That's good. So I've added 2 then. That's good. Searching around for a couple of those, I'm like, what the fuck? 23. $49.95. That's the second gen Nest. Can any of these come with a discount code at all? Not that I can see. No. Don't think there's any codes. $48. No. There's no codes, unfortunately. Bid. Well, it's $39.95. It's only at $39.50. That's actually cheaper. Unopened, brand new. You have one feedback. I don't think I'll be touching that. No, sorry, I don't touch anything with I don't touch anybody with a certain amount of comments. If you don't have a lot of comments, then I won't touch you. Just a personal preference because I've been burned in the past. I mean, not. I mean, it's pretty secure these days. So most of the time, even if somebody sort of tries to scam you out of money, you'll typically get it back from PayPal anyway. So yeah. 39. 50. 125. That one looks interesting because you can get 2 of those. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having one in the garage. Wouldn't mind having one Google speaker in the garage and one in my room. Realistically, so I'm thinking about that one. But I'll probably just get the one at this point. I don't think I'm gonna get more than one because I budgeted for it this time. So $10 postage, 79, 39. 49. It's a stand or a holder. $59.99, 59, 46. It's about $51. Yeah. Okay. Nope. No. Didn't say the magic word. Everybody know the quote from fucking Jurassic Park? 45, 50, 49, 116. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So you get a Google Chrome. It's a bundle. Alright. 116 plus 15 postage. 60. No, 45. No. 59, 50, 40, 55, 69, 60, 55, 79, 39, 49, 95, 45, 30. I always like going through the back pages just to see if anybody's put something on real cheap. No, I mean, the first few pages normally tell you if you find something in your price range anyway, but 40, 73, 74, 41, 39, 54, 80, 65, 50, best offer, 49, $6.95, 34, 62, 50, 50, 45, plus postage, 70, 29. Always postage. There's always postage involved, man. 100, free postage, 45. That one I've already got marked, I think. 45, 38, 49, 70, best offer. 50, 75, 50, 55, 40, 50, 99, 169. Actually, I got that one at we got one of these ones at what do you call it? How the fuck did we get it? We got it from Bunnings for like 125. No, 100. Yeah, 125. So, yeah, 50, 24, 56, 24, 56, 50, 50. Yeah, I'm Swifty. Anybody know Rick and Morty? Lovely show. 56, 31, 20, 15, 180. What was that? Smart bulbs? What does that include? Nest Connect bubble plus RBG downlights holder bulk. Alright, so you get a bunch of RBG lights. Right, gotcha. Okay. That's why they're so expensive. 366. 138. I got that way cheaper. 141. Jesus Christ. 141? Are you serious? Yeah, you're going a little bit overboard, mate. People are selling it for way cheaper than what you are. Google Nest Mini. So 37 plus. But 37. That's the United States. Never mind. 25, 50, 59. 79.95. 143. I know. Jesus, what are these prices? That's from Italy, though. I understand why they're charging so much there. That's from Italy. That makes sense. 70, 62, 66, 60, 70, 42. 42? Oh, no, that's a mount. Never mind, that's a mount. It's actual mount. For Google Home Mini. Okay, so that's alright. Let me just close that up. I'll open Google next to generation $55, best offer. 49, 60, 58, 50, 60, 14.95, 59, 64, 50, 50, 49, So it's the thing you gotta watch with some pricing. It's just eventually shops do have specials and stuff and things like that. So it's always good. Yeah, that's about it really. 30.
I'm done.
Yeah, Kogan's kind of in shape here, but all good. Right, okay. I think we're good. But yeah, that's pretty much something I've been looking at anyway, but it's fine. Some of these prices are ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you, ridiculous. I'm Swifty. Doom ba doom ba doom 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 ba doom ba doom 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 ba doom ba doom 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 doom. Right. Okay. I think we're good. But yeah, that's pretty much something I've been looking at anyway. But it's fine. Whoa, yeah. These prices are ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you, ridiculous. I'm Swifty. Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing? I'm just setting up my camera at the moment. Hailing the Salvation Flowers. That's got one. Working. There we go. Perfect.
I'm gonna get another drink.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe the context. I don't know. Kind of outweighed. I think I'll leave it there for the moment. I think I've got everything that I wanted today, and I mucked around with the workshop today for about 2 or 3 hours. I mean, roughly about that time. I probably mucked around a little bit longer, but we'll see. I mean, no, about 2 hours. About 2 hours. 2 hours and something minutes. Probably almost 3 hours. So that's pretty good. So that gets that out of the way anyway. That's a plus side. Don't have to deal with that anymore. Now that my now that everything's working correctly, that's the main thing. And as long as everything's working. Per-fucking-fection, mate. Per-fucking-fection. Alright, I might end the live stream anyway. Alright, to catch yous, feel free to check out some of my other videos on my YouTube and everything else. I will upload some of these to my YouTube most likely. I just have to rip the videos off Facebook and put them onto YouTube. Alright, catch ya. Bye.